Okay, this is going to be my first Jerry colored rat. And I'm going to be using the Sculpey Bake Shop clay to make this rat. And we'll see, yep, it's already sticking all over me. This is the same clay that I used for the black rat last time. I don't know chronologically if that's the last rat you've seen me make, but it is the last rat in real time that I made. So we'll find the face. Oh, and again, welcome back and welcome if it's your first time to the channel. Hands are not that bloody, and basically I make rats. That's all you really gotta know about me as far as a YouTuber. You know, really big into the rat creation subcategory of YouTube. And again, I will say right off the bat that this clay, for as much as it makes a mess, it is very workable. Very workable. So we'll take a look at what we got here. And I think I'm going to go simple on this one and just kind of hand carve the features out where I need them to be. So chin, boom. I'm going to do a cheek right here. I'm going to do a cheek right here. I think I might need a little to add a little bit of extra clay there. You can pull clay from other parts of your sculpture. Okay. I'm going to shape it up. And you got your basic rat face here. Go ahead and get the nose on there. I'm going to do, I say this every time, but I am going to see if I can get away with a smaller nose here. Almost never works out either when I say it. I've got a good feeling about this one though. There we go, I think we did it. I think we did it. And you can, I don't know if you can sense the slight panic that I'm having, but my brother is going to be getting here any minute, so I am kind of panicking to get this one done. Long-time viewers of the channel will know the reasoning behind that. I'm not going to get into that in this video, but if you know, you know. I do not want my brother to know I'm here making rats again. Boom, I really like that. Really well done, rat. I'm going to get the whiskers in so I don't even have to stress about that later. We're going to do a really high whisker here. Boom. Right there. And then we'll do one really low one here. And another fairly high one. I'll see how they're lined up. They're lined up perfect. The thing about using the same hole for two whiskers that is a concern is you don't want to go all the way through. You can't go all the way through. And this hole's not right. We'll go a little bit lower like that. Or you know what, we'll bring this one. I don't want to, I'll do the easier, I'll fix the easier one to fix. That's much better. Much better. Okay. A lot of people will try to sell you just these kind of perfect circle creatures. I won't. I would never do that. I want my creatures to have full-blown jaws. You know, I want them to be cheeks, jaws, or the whole nine. I want you to recognize each creature and say, all right, this one's definitely. These are not cookie cutter. They're individuals, all individuals. Okay, so I'll just really quickly give this one some lips, and I know I say that, and this one does look a little more circular than usual, but I'm a little bit quiet today on this video because I just filmed a couple other videos, and I know I'm probably talking a day or a separate day apart, but I don't want to keep going over the same topics. I already just want to feel like I just went over them in real time, so it is like, you know, how many times can I tell you guys about my customer complaints and my things like that. It's, I don't know that anyone's interested in hearing about any of that. Okay, so you see kind of right here, the scowl kind of forming up. Kind of a little bit of a Grinch mouth here. I kind of like that though. It is almost the holidays. So yeah, I do think that needs to come up a little bit. Oh, this needs to come down a little bit. There you go. much better. And we'll give it a couple of ears. It's way too big. We're not going full oversized, just okay. That's a pretty good rat. Format this ear kind of the same way here. That's too high. This one's actually, I think the other one might be too low, more than this one's too high. Or are they kind of about the same? Yeah, they're about exactly the same. This one just needs to. Yeah, they're actually pretty good. Try to clean it up a little bit above the lip. I wish I had a better tool for cleaning up these areas without using the alcohol. I prefer not to. Okay, I went a little bit too far here with something. It's too bad that they don't have any rat-based conventions, like a RatCon and things like that. That's something I could for sure see myself going to. Push that back just a smidge. I think we'll go. This rat is very slightly misshapen, but I think that adds to, if I'm not mistaken, that's kind of the charm of this rat. I could be wrong. Let me know if this rat is not charming enough. But you know what, just to be safe, I think I will give it just a little more of a... I say a little more, and then I pull an ear's worth of clay. It's actually insanity. Do a little bit of a chin. Okay, let's see what we got here. Pull this up a little bit. I think I like that one a lot, actually. I think I like that quite a bit. So let's see, I'm going to want it to sit kind of like this. I'm going to go wash my hands and I'll come back to put the eyes in. Okay, got two little eyes. I'll manually place these eyes. Okay, and I'll put that rat in the oven and we will come back when our rat is ready to finish. Okay, we are back with what was our classic Jerry style rat. And we're gonna go ahead and start it off with a couple kind of, you're gonna be kind of shocked cartoon eyes. We're gonna go, we could go classic Jerry and go pink, but I think we might go red because I think the red would look really good. We could do black on the lips, red on the nose. It's gonna be, yeah, that's what we'll do. We'll do the red. And this is a huge decision. This is gonna impact a lot of things here when it comes to rat crafting. I think that was the right choice as far as I can tell. It seems correct to me. Because if you go the class, no, I don't know about that. That might have been a little bit too far there. Let's see. I'll tell you what, we'll do this first, and then if it doesn't seem correct, we will switch it. Let's see. Let's get into there and do the lips. I don't know about this one. I think we will do stitches on the lips to be safe. Maybe not. This one looks a little bit like just really folk, kind of really folk art looking, really folksy. I don't know if I like it or hate it. And that's the sad thing about this poor rat is it's now going to live a life in limbo, not... Let's see how quick this dries. I kind of do like this pattern, this scheme here. But you don't want to go. I think I do like it. I'm going to come back when I come back to do the So I do the lips a different color. So right now it's kind of sitting there looking like a mustache on this rat. I could do the... No, we're going to try something. When I come back for the whisker, we're going to give this rat a makeover. Okay, and we are back with the little Jerry rat. Again, as you know, Jerry is technically a mouse, but this is a Jerry colorway on a rat. So, not at all anywhere near the same thing. Let's not get that confused. I did say I was going to throw a little bit of stylized little lip stitches on here. And that's what we'll do. There's nothing customers hate more than a plain Jane rat. I don't know why. I think it's one of the best things you can get is just a plain rat. Be happy. Be happy you got the rat. Be happy you got the rat. But people do not want the plain Jane rats. They want the scarred up rats. They want the beat down, downtrodden, down on their luck rats. And, you know, unfortunately, the rat game has changed a lot over the years, much like the dating game, I guess. I recently made a dating profile, and everyone's telling me, you know, my mother is saying she wants grandkids before she dies. She wants this, she wants that. You know, if I should have a family. I try to tell them my family is, you know, I always get like this toward the end of the video, I know, but these rats are my family. These rats really are my family. And when they tell me, you know, the rats aren't enough, the rats are not going to give me grandchildren, okay, I say, well, that's unfortunate, you know, for you, because they would be great. Rats would be great at parenting. Rats are actually excellent at parenting in the real world, so. So yeah, I have been out of the dating game for a while, and I made a couple dating profiles, and the ladies are all saying, "Oh, how come there's no pictures of you on your profile? It's just rats." And I try to explain that the rats they're a part of me. They're my heart. And, you know, you see good in the rats, you see good in me. You know, do you really need to know more than that? I mean, and, you know, without fail, that drives them away, and that's, again, fine by me. I'm not really even, anyway, that's what's going on in my life outside of the rats, and it's just funny the way things are, how quick time goes, and I look back at these rats and I remember the day I made them, every single one. Okay, this whisker could be either a huge hit or a massive mess. And I think it's a hit. It's a hit whisker. I like this one. I think this will be the first one on camera that I do this with. What I'm gonna do is just trim. I hate to do this. I'm just gonna trim a little bit of the whisker. Okay. So that's a really good rat. I'm happy I left it. The color scheme is still drying a little bit. That's okay. There are going to be some rats coming up for sale at some point. I can't say when because, again, it's just very painful to talk about, but if you see a link, then I guess I've pulled the trigger on that. But I doubt you'll be seeing that link. Anyway, thank you for watching, taking the time. And the last stage of the video is the rat pics. So until next video, check out these pictures of this rat, and thank you for watching. Toodaloo.